coming forward steadily. Not expecting any world records here. The Albert Bartlett Novices hurdle their way in racing in testing conditions over 3 miles. And the Jukebox Man goes on into an early lead from Stellar Story in the white cap. Dancing City on the outside. And then back on the inside in the McManus colours is Johnny Who. Behind these is Search for Glory and Chigarin and Reading Tommy Wrong as they jump the first, and Captain Teague not far behind those. Gidley Park is settled towards the rear behind High Class Hero, and then Lecky Watson, Spread Boss Ted is probably just about marker. Dripsy Moon towards the rear of the field as they landed over the second flight, and it's the Jukebox Man that leads the way in the hands of Keelan Woods. Out clear by 4-5 lengths to Dancing City and Stellar Story over the third. Then Johnny Who and Search for Glory and Captain Teague. They're followed by Reading Tommy Wrong, the favourite in the double green jacket. Chigarin is out wide of Lecky Watson, then Gidley Park and Dripsy Moon. And on the inside, Spread Boss Ted and High Class Hero also towards the rear of the field as they make the top turn for the first time. And up front, it's the Jukebox Man in the Harry Redknapp colours by 5 lengths. 2 in second, Stellar Story and Dancing City in third. Then Johnny Who, and then Search for Glory behind those. Captain Teague is held up in 6th place in the hands of Harry Cobden. Reading Tommy Wrong and Paul Town then just in behind Captain Teague. Then behind these is Chigarin on the outside of Lecky Watson, Dripsy Moon the inside of Gidley Park and High Class Hero as they make the top turn. And Spread Boss Ted probably just about marker in the light blue sleeves on the inside of High Class Hero. The Jukebox Man opening up at this stage goes about 6 lengths clear of in second Stellar Story. Dancing City held together in third. Then Johnny Who and Search for Glory and Captain Teague. Reading Tommy Wrong just behind Captain Teague still. Then Lecky Watson, Chigarin out very wide is High Class Hero. Back on the inside, Spread Boss Ted, and then Dripsy Moon at the back with Gidley Park as they jump the next, and the leader skipped over it in good style. The Jukebox Man. The Jukebox Man, clear still from Stellar Story and Dancing City. They've been the 1, 2, 3 throughout this first circuit, followed by Johnny Who and Search for Glory. Captain Teague travelling well within himself, but these are still early strides. Then Reading Tommy Wrong in the double green, the pace very steady in behind this leader. Dripsy Moon, they're all close together. Lexi Watson, Spread Boss Ted, Gidley Park with loads of cover held up at the back in the maroon and orange jacket. Then High Class Hero away to the left in the red with the lighter hoop and armlets, and Chigarin also held together on towards the flight in front of the stands with just over a circuit ahead of them. And the Jukebox Man by 2 lengths here to Stellar Story. Dancing City came up well in third from Johnny Who in fourth. In fifth then is Search for Glory and Captain Teague sneaking up his inside. Reading Tommy Wrong is taking quite a good hold there as they raced towards the back straight. Out wide is High Class Hero, Chigarin, and then Gidley Park and Lecky Watson, Spread Boss Ted, and also at the back is Dripsy Moon. Well, the pace has got very steady indeed, and it's all going to unfold on this final part of the race over the last 2 or 3 flights here as they race along the back straight. And the Jukebox Man maybe pressing on a little, a length to Stellar Story. Visually, it might have increased slightly. Then Johnny Who, Dancing City, Reading Tommy Wrong, Townend still with his hands full. Followed by Search for Glory. Chigarin making a little move on the outside. The others all close up. Captain Teague on the inside of Lecky Watson. Gidley Park, High Class Hero, and at the back, a Dripsy Moon and Spread Boss Ted. Lovely jump by the leader, the Jukebox Man. Landing about a length and a half ahead of Stellar Story and Dancing City, and Johnny Who, Reading Tommy Wrong, and Search for Glory jumping the next, all cleanly over that one High Class Hero towards the back of the field, but still only about 8 or 9 lengths probably behind this leader as they begin the climb now. The Jukebox Man still leading the way. Stellar Story is still second. Johnny Who moving up on the inside of Dancing City. Then Captain Teague. Then Search for Glory. Then Reading Tommy Wrong as they now approach the third last flight of hurdles. The Jukebox Man by a length coming into it. Over in front from Stellar Story in second. Then on the inside, Johnny Who, Dancing City, Reading Tommy Wrong, Search for Glory. Lots of chances at the top of the hill. Captain Teague, then Lecky Watson. Gidley Park is getting a little bit closer, just nudged along, however, Gidley Park. And then behind these is High Class Hero, still held up. Then on the inside, Spread Boss Ted from Chiggering as they start on the run down towards the second last, and the outsider, Dripsy Moon, has dropped away. It's still the Jukebox Man from Stellar Story. They've got 3 lengths on Johnny Who and Dancing City. Then Captain Teague on the inside of Search for Glory as they run on down the hill then. From Reading Tommy Wrong, who's now being woken up, the favourite. Gidley Park getting a little closer, might have hit a little flat spot as they jump the second last. Stellar Story challenging the Jukebox Man. Then Johnny Who over in third. Dancing City in fourth. Captain T gets a slap down the neck from Search for Glory, and then behind these Lecky Watson stays on from Spread Boss Ted. The Jukebox Man regains the advantage from Stellar Story as they run on towards the final flight, and the Jukebox Man has found plenty. The Jukebox Man has kicked 3-4 lengths clear of Stellar Story second, and he's got them at it here. In third place then Dancing City as they range down towards the final flight. It's the Jukebox Man for Harry Redknapp and trainer Ben Pauling. Keelan Woods is clear in the Albert Bartlett. Here it is, the last flight. The Jukebox Man got in a bit tight. Stellar Story rather overjumped. Then in third, Dancing City as they race up the hill. And they're away then from Lecky Watson and Spread Boss Ted. The Jukebox Man is getting tired. He's beginning to empty. Stellar Story is closing as they race up towards the line. Oh, it's been denied. Stellar Story on the near side of the Jukebox Man. It'll go to the judge. Stellar Story diving on the near side of the Jukebox Man, followed home by Dancing City, Spread Boss Ted and Lecky Watson.